Hey everybody, Joe Joseph here for thedailysheeple.com. On this July 4th, I want to ask the question, what does freedom mean to you? Because freedom, I think to everybody, means something different. Although I have to tell you, over the past 100 years or so, it's really transformed into something it truly is not. Very similar to the Bernaysian way that we decided to call the Department of War the Department of Defense, because if it's the Department of Defense, why, it feels a lot nicer, it feels a lot safer, it just feels better. That was the whole thing with Edward Bernays, was the ability to appeal to people's desire, and people were wary of war, so appeal to their desire. We're not going to war anymore. We're defending ourselves. We're defending freedom and democracy throughout the world. So we've really, over the years, been programmed to think that freedom is something it's not. And while everybody's out there having a good time today and yucking it up, maybe having a good time with family and friends, I just ask that you ponder what freedom really means to you. And if you'd be so kind, comment below and let us know. Let's start a discussion about what freedom means to us. Because freedom isn't all about lovey-dovey, happy-go-lucky good times. Freedom's tough. Freedom's hard. You know, the Founding Fathers sacrificed a lot, and others as well, to give us the opportunity to be able to try this whole freedom thing. And we failed miserably at it. We're now more enslaved than we were prior to the Revolutionary War. So it's really a kind of harsh reality to have to deal with. And I think our focus is really all off as it pertains to our values, how we spend our time, what we choose to focus on. All of that has shifted, and we've just become such a self-centered, self-absorbed society that we've allowed this country to just totally get decimated and destroyed by these corrupt, evil, no good, no dirty, rotten, non-representing representatives and their cronies that have just utterly destroyed this country. And I want to read something from George Carlin, who, prior to his death, just to give a little background, his wife passed away in January 2008. He died 6 months later in July. Oftentimes, people that have been together for most of their lives, when one goes, the other one soon follows. If not, sometimes you see them die hand in hand at the same time. That connection, that bond, again, something that's being engineered out of society. But he wrote something right before he passed away that I found very, very moving. And I want to give people something to ponder this July 4th as you think about what freedom means to you. Listen to this. It says, the paradox of our time and history is that we have taller buildings but shorter tempers, wider freeways but narrower viewpoints. We spend more but have less. We buy more but enjoy less. We have bigger houses and smaller families, more conveniences but less time. We have more degrees but less sense, more knowledge but less judgment, more experts yet more problems, more medicine but less wellness. We drink too much, we smoke too much, spend too recklessly, laugh too little, drive too fast, get too angry, stay up too late, get up too tired, read too little, watch TV too much, and pray too seldom. We have multiplied our possessions but reduced our values. We talk too much, love too seldom, and hate too often. We've learned how to make a living but not a life. We've added years to life, not life to years. We've been all the way to the moon and back, but have trouble crossing the street to meet a new neighbor. We conquered outer space, but not inner space. That's a heavy one. We've done larger things, but not better things. We've cleaned up the air, but polluted the soul. We've conquered the atom, but not our prejudice. We write more, but learn less. We plan more, but accomplish less. We learn to rush, but not to wait. We build more computers to hold more information, to produce more copies than ever, but we communicate less and less. These are the times of fast food and slow digestion, big men and small character, divorce, steep profits and shallow relationships. These are the days of 2 incomes, but more divorce, fancier homes, and broken homes. These are days of quick trips, disposable diapers, throwaway morality, one-night stands, overweight bodies, and pills that do everything from cheer to quiet to kill. It's a time when there's much in the showroom window and nothing in the stockroom. A time when technology can bring this letter to you, and a time when you can choose either to share this insight or just hit delete. Remember to spend some time with your loved ones because they're not going to be around forever. Remember, say a kind word to someone who looks up to you in awe because that little person soon will grow up and leave your side. Remember to give a warm hug to the one next to you because that's the only treasure you can give with your heart, and it doesn't cost a cent. And remember to say I love you to your partner and your loved ones, but most of all, mean it. A kiss and an embrace will mend hurt when it comes from deep inside you. And remember to hold hands and cherish the moment, for someday that person will not be there again. Give time to love, give time to speak, and give time to share the precious thoughts in your mind. And always remember, life is not measured by the numbers of breaths we take, but those moments that take our breath away. And I think that that's very powerful and shows how we've lost our focus, how we've lost our way. And this whole idea of celebrating our freedom on July 4th is just another example of how we've lost our way, because we have no idea what it means to be free, because freedom comes at a great cost and with great sacrifice and a lot of pain and a lot of suffering. It's not happy-go-lucky good times all the time. It's cherish those moments, as George Carlin said, because they're few and far between, and it's a struggle. Freedom is a struggle. It's a continual uphill battle. You battle society. You battle loved ones to be free. So this July 4th, when you're celebrating this, just take a moment and think about what freedom means to you and what you can do to help restore freedom. I'm Joe Joseph. This was thedailysheeple.com special edition, 4th of July edition. Have a great day, everybody, and feel free to comment below. Take care.